Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome back to another episode of the AFL 23 Management Career Mode here with the Adelaide Crows. It is finals time in 2027, our third finals campaign with the Adelaide Crows in this series. Is it going to be the year we win the Premiership? It is actually the 30th anniversary of or the 30th year since hopefully we would win the Premiership this year. But if we do win, it will be 30 years since we last won our first Premiership. So that would be 1997. So we've got Collingwood today in the first qualifying final. We've got a few players coming back from injury, which is good to see. We can see Ben Keys is back. He's going to come in for Matheson. We can see Hendon is injured. We're going to see if we can bring in a player for him. We might bring in Matheson actually for... actually going to bring in Mark O'Connor is what we're going to do. That is going to be the way forward. But hopefully we're back relatively full strength, which is good. So hopefully this will be the way to go forward. Collingwood at home. It's a night game. Can we get the result we so desperately crave to put us straight into the preliminary final? By the skin of our teeth, we do. We were down big at halftime. We claw our way back to win by 9 points in the end. Sam Walsh kicked 3 in a very dominant performance. Shai Bolton and Christie kicked 2 each. We're in the prelim final. We'll have a look at the other results to see what has happened. We are playing Sydney at home, but let's have a look at the fixtures. So we can see that Fremantle beat Sydney to go straight to the prelim final. Then Melbourne beat GWS. They then beat Collingwood. So Collingwood go out in straight sets. And Hawthorn played St Kilda. They won their elimination final. And then they lost to Sydney, who play us. So Adelaide, Sydney, Fremantle, Melbourne. Can we get back to the grand final and hopefully win it this year? O'Connor is injured. We'll have a look to see who's available to come back. I don't think anybody of note is going to be able to come back in. We might have to bring back Matheson for O'Connor, which is fine. And so I'm completely... Actually, we'll bring in Markov, I've decided. That'll be the better fit. But let's continue forward. Sydney Swans, they finished third in the ladder. They're a good team. Can we win and book our place in the grand final? We lose a prelim for the second year in a row. We were down 6 goals at 3/4 time. And terrible. We were just not very good at all. We lose another prelim, unfortunately. We are playing on the hardest settings, so yeah, we have to rebuild once again. We'll come back. Season is done. Let's have a look at the fixtures. Who wins the grand final? It is Melbourne in the end who win their grand final. I think that's the second time they've won a grand final this career mode, so very good to see from them. They win the grand final from 8th place, so that's pretty special, I suppose. So that's nice to see. Who wins the Brownlow medal? Let's have a look. Brayshaw wins it by 3 votes. He gets 26 votes. Taranto gets 23. Mackenzie gets 22. No Crows. Oh, Finn Callahan's down here with Sam Walsh. They're on 17 and 16 respectively. Darcy Fogarty finishes second in the Coleman behind Brayshaw. So Brayshaw gets the double of the Coleman and the Brownlow. Isaac Rankin's up there. Sam Walsh is up there. Kane is up there. So lots of Crows representatives. And the Rising Star, no Crows actually in there, funnily enough. So we're going to skip forward. All Australian team, we've got Kane, Nakia Cockatoo, Wiedering, Ballard. Yeah, some weird selections, but that is okay. But now we get into the off-season. Coming off a disappointing end of the season. Trade period is open. Let's have a look at our contract situation for this season. Looks like Jones is out of contract. I thought I re-signed him, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, let's look at this. What do we do? I think we begin by re-signing Hobbs to a 1-year deal. I think that is going to be important. We'll give him a 1-year extension. He was really good for us, and he can't spend more than 3 years on the rookie list. So we'll sign him to a primary deal. We might sign him for 2 years. Hopefully he accepts the low salary. He wants more years. We'll give him 3 years at $90,000. Hopefully he can sign that. That'll be nice. And he has signed that. That is an absolute bargain. He's contracted for another 3 years. I don't care that he's 24 years old. I thought he was actually a bit older than that. Davies did not really play at all for us, so he's probably going to be a trade candidate. Jones, I thought I signed him to a contract. Apparently I did not. So we're going to offer him a 4-year deal. I don't know how much he's going to want, but we'll up it to $500,000 a season. We'll submit it. He wants $1.12 million a season. I'm pretty sure I did sign him to that previously, so we are going to try our best to sign him to that contract again. Okay, this is the contract I've put together, $1.13 million per year. He should be able to accept this, and he has, 4 years he's on the books for now. I don't know why he wasn't contracted before, but yeah, he is on the books now, which is fantastic. One player I do want to look at is Ashcroft. He has not improved at all. He has not come through on his potential at all so far this season, so he's going to be one we keep an eye on. But he did play majority of the games, I believe, so hopefully he improves a bit over the off-season. One player I will be looking to get rid of is someone... I don't know how I feel about Cadman. He's on a very affordable contract. He's got good potential. He's got 5 years left. I'm just looking to free up some cap space is the only thing. We're in a bit of a pinch at the moment. We should probably have a look at the national draft, I think, and see if we can look at some young talent. If it's a good draft year, we'll see what we can come up with. Mercer is looking like a talent that we could pick up. Adams is another. So there's already 2 players I like to look of. Bosland is another one, so there's 3. So if we can get the top 3 picks in the draft, the trade period is open, I believe. Who has a top 3 pick? We have the number 1 pick, funnily enough. Gold Coast is the 2nd pick, and Geelong has the 3rd pick. So if we were to go to Geelong and Gold Coast, we'll go to Gold Coast first. Who would we get rid of is the only thing. Reece Matheson's probably one we could upgrade. Harrison Petty's probably another one. And Davies is probably another one as well. We might hang on to Davies. We'll do this trade initially. They're insulted by the proposal. Let's go to Davies now. We'll make this trade. Hopefully they accept. They say it's extremely fair. So we've got the number 2 pick in the draft. We'll now go to Geelong and see what they have to offer. They've got the number 3 pick, and we'll obviously try and get a future first from them. I'm happy to give them pick 7 and pick 10 in return. Hopefully this is a fair deal. And we'll also give them pick 16. And they're happy with that deal. So we didn't have to give up a player in that one, which is good. But unfortunately, we didn't actually clear up much cap space. We only cleared up $90,000, which is a bit of a shame. But if we go by position, let's break this down. We don't really need 8 key defenders. We've already gotten rid of 2 of them. Mackenzie's on the books till 2034, so that is good. Darcy's on contract till 2033. Ballard we could probably re-sign. Keith I'm going to let go. And Stein I'm going to let go. That leaves Wiedering, who's under contract for another 3 years. He's 29. Now might be the time to get rid of him, and let's explore that option now. Let's try and re-sign Ballard. He's got high morale. If we can sign him for 2 years, redo that contract. He wants a minimum $500,000 a season. I don't know if I can give him that. But let's... How much money do we actually have available to us? We're 1.4, just under 1.4 in the negative at the moment, which is not good. How old's Jordan Dawson? He's 30. We're going to look to bring in 2 midfielders in the draft, so we might move on Dawson and Wiedering. That might be the way to go. That might be what I end up doing. As tough as it is, that might be what I end up doing. So let's give who's got a decent draft pick this year? Let's go with Fremantle. I think they've got a decent draft pick. No, they've got the 15th pick. That's not really worth anything to me. Let's take all of Fremantle's first 4 picks from next year, and we'll give them Jordan Dawson. Hopefully they accept this. They're ecstatic with that proposal. Dawson is now gone. It's not as tough as it is to trade the captain. He's gone. We just needed to clear up the money. He's only going to get older. So he's gone, and we're gonna trade Wiedering as well to try and clear up some money. And Wiedering, we'll send him back to Carlton. I feel like that's probably a good trade to send him to. He's one of our best players. He might be the best player on the team, and we'll take their future first 4 picks in the draft as well. And they're ecstatic with that, which is great. So we're not really getting value for money with these contracts, with these deals, I should say. But you know, it is a bit tricky because we got to think about Kane, who we're going to look to extend in the next off season, I should say. Hendon, we're going to be looking to extend, and not Morrison, but our other ruckman, who I can't find. Where is he? Where's he gone? Davidson is who I'm trying to think of. We've got to try and extend him in the off season. So we've got to be mindful of those guys as well, that money coming up. But we now have just under $1 million available to us. So we should be able to put some deals together. We should be able to keep Ballard for another year. Markov would be nice to keep. Or do we end up trading those guys for more assets down the line and we just pick people up in the draft? We might do that. Let's go to North. Who's got the lowest rating? Let's go to Essendon. They have been terrible these last couple of years. Let's give them Aish, Hayes, Cockatoo and Sarong. I just want to clear some of the deadwood, get them out of the club. They're insulted by the proposal. Let's take out Cockatoo. We'll give them Ballard as well. They say that's a fair deal. We're just going to load up on draft picks and we're going to try and build through the draft a bit more. Who's got the number 4 pick this year? Let's have a look. Western Bulldogs. We'll go to them. Let's put a deal together with the Bulldogs. Markov can go. Cockatoo. Hobbs we're looking to keep. O'Connor we're going to look to keep. We'll throw Carmichael and Prestia in there as well. Because we've got all these older players down here that we're going to probably look to get rid of as well. And we're going to get pick 4 and pick 1 hopefully in this deal. The first round pick next year. We'll look to get that deal done. They're insulted. We'll just do pick 4. Hopefully that will get it done. They're happy to accept that. Let's go pick 5 now. Who's got pick 5? Richmond is the next deal that we've got to get done. And hopefully we can actually get something half decent out of this trade. We might give up. We probably don't. We could go O'Keefe, Smith. Do we bite the bullet on Keys as well? Do we do that? I don't know how much money that leaves us with though. We'll see how we go, and we'll throw in these guys. We'll do this trade. Hopefully this works. They quickly decline. We'll take just pick 5. Hopefully they accept that. They immediately accept. Okay, that's fine. What's our money situation now? All right, 1.3 million to spend on 19 players. Okay, we can definitely do that. So who is expiring? We've signed Jones. That we've taken care of. Dacos will keep. Hobbs will keep for sure. How much does Hobbs want? Oh, we've already signed Hobbs. What am I talking about? So he's already signed up. Alwyn Davey Jr. will probably look to keep. We'll give him a 1-year deal. He'll take 86,000. We'll give him 90 just to keep him happy. And then we'll do the same for Cooper Harvey. Hopefully he'll stay. He wants the same deal, 90,000. That's fine. Okay, we've signed those guys. We've sort of solidified our backup forwards, which is good. Sartis is interesting. He's very low in his morale, so we're probably going to let him go. Stain will also let go as well. But who do we bring in is the only thing, or do we just leave that cap space free? Who's got pick 6? West Coast. We'll go to West Coast. All right, we've put this trade together. Stain and Sartis for pick 6 and a future first round pick from West Coast. Hopefully they pick up this deal. They decide it's fair. And we've accepted that as well. So money-wise, we should be fine going forward. We might extend Richard Kane right now while he's only a 77 overall. I don't know what he wants. He's 19 years old. So we're going to give him the full 9 years, extend him through 2036. We'll offer him the little deal at the start. He wants $701,000 a season, which, to be fair, is actually a very affordable deal for us right now, considering we just spent all that money on getting rid of Dawson and Wiedering. So if we can give him the $700,000, we probably have to back end it. I reckon that is probably what we'll do. Go 705, we'll back end it so it's only 593 for next season. And then it'll be very affordable towards the end as well, when he'll be a much better player. And he has accepted that deal. We'll do the same for Hendon as well. I'm not sure how much he wants, but I'm happy to give him the 9 years as well. He's been really good for us, and he will be a key cog now that Jordan Dawson is now gone. He only wants a $525,000, which is very affordable as well. We're going to back end it again. As I said, we're going to back end the contract. So it's only going to be $441,000 this first season, and then just over $600 towards the end. We're going to offer him that deal, and he has accepted. And now we'll go to the backup ruckman. Fuck, I still can't remember his name for the life of me. It's not Morrison. It is, where is he? Davidson. He's probably going to want a little bit less, which I'm quite happy in giving him, because he's not got as high potential as the other guys. He only wants $276,000, which is an absolute steal, even though he's only a 70 overall. So, but that is a great deal for us, $280,000. We're going to submit that offer for 9 years, and he will accept it. We've probably still got a little bit of money left in the budget. We've got just under $230,000 we've got in the budget, but once we draft all of our players, and that will take everybody else into consideration, we should be right on the budget. But that is good. Everybody signed up for the future. We've got long contracts to all of our key players. Ben Keys is a free agent at the end of next season. He's 30 now, so we'll probably let him go, and then we'll have to find a replacement midfielder once his money is off the books. But I'm very happy with our draft situation. We'll make a trade offer. We'll see what other picks that we do have. We have picks 1 through 6 at the start of the draft, then we have 19, 25, 29, 34, 47, and then a whole host of other picks down the line as well. We might try and get another first rounder, just to secure our spot at the top of the draft. Let's go back to Geelong and try and get pick 7 as well. I believe we have the assets to move up if we go to the right screen. Let's go to Geelong. We'll take pick 7 and pick 10. We'll give you 19, 25, 29, and 34. I believe this is a fair trade. Hopefully they will accept. They've said it's a fair trade as well, which is good. So we get rid of some of those other lower draft picks that probably aren't worth as much. And we'll go into the national draft in a much stronger position than we have in previous draft years. Going to be very active in the draft this year. Some of the players that we are going to draft aren't going to be the superstar level talents I normally eye off, but I think they are going to be very good for us. So we might only draft guys with the potential who might only reach an 85 overall. But those are the guys that we sign up early. We sign them to really affordable contracts, and then we trade them on for a profit later on. So that is the plan. We've let go some of our more high-end talent who are a bit more expensive. We are going to delist the uncontracted players, which I don't believe we actually had any. National draft is here. Number 1 pick is going to be Mercer, who is very, very good. Joseph Mercer. He's got a fantastic sort of goatee situation happening. But he is going to be another defender that we sign up, and we're going to select him with the first pick. Second pick, it's going to be Adams, the midfield tagger. Going to do a really solid job for us in the midfield. We're going to Jax Adams. That's a great name. He is going to be awesome, and he will be a really good tagging option. Third overall pick is going to be Bosland, just another midfielder. We can't have too many midfielders. He's going to be available for us most of the time, hopefully. Then we are going to look at another defender. We're going to take Harding, who has got decent potential, but will do a decent job for us as well. And then we will take... there's a lot of Boslands in this draft, I've just noticed. We're going to take this second Bosland, who's a midfielder. Bennett Bosland, that's a great name. Are they like triplets in this draft? Am I tripping a little bit? Or I don't know what's going on. Then we're going to take Creswick, who's another key forward option, 75 to 90 potential, so it's a little bit on the lower end. I changed my mind. We're going to take McFarlane, 83 to 92 potential, 69 overall, which isn't great, but still is a decent choice for us. And then we're going to take Creswick as a key forward, just another decent option. In the forward line, we'll move forward a couple of picks. We'll see who's available. They're still wanting us to take Toby Green, Max Gawn, Tom Liberatore. Those guys should be long into their retirement. Going to be taking Dunkley, another forward option. Our forwards are somewhat injury prone with not Isaac Rankin, Shea Bolton missing a lot of time in the last couple of seasons. So hopefully that won't be the case going forward. We're going to be taking Charlie Constable with the 50th overall pick. Decent defender, does the job for us. Just going to be a nice backup option. Going to do a little bit of stuff for us. And then I want to take another backup ruckman just to solidify the position. We're going to take Murray. Or do we take Noble? Is that Max Noble, I believe? Yeah, Max Noble. We're going to be taking him with the 55th overall pick. Still got 5 players to draft. This is just the mature age portion of the draft. We're going to be taking a key defender here. And that is going to be Adams, who's an 80 overall. Jed Adams. That is going to be good for us. Now we've got the 85th overall pick. 85th overall pick. We're really at the bottom of the barrel now. Let's look at another midfielder. We've got Jones here, who's got really good potential. 84 to 92. I don't know his first name. Darcy Jones. Can't say I've heard of you, Darcy, but he's on the team now, which is good. And now we're going to be taking Keeler, who's a key forward. 83 to 89 potential. 23 years old. Going to do a job for us. Hopefully he's just going to be a backup, as I'm hoping our guys will just remain healthy for the majority of the season. We're going to take another ruckman now. We're going to take Murray, who is going to do a job as probably our 5th or 4th choice ruckman. And then with our final pick in the draft, we're going to take another forward. Who do we take a key defender? How are we going for who? Yeah, we take a key defender. I just simulated the draft pick and we took a really bad midfielder, so that was my fault. We'll take a key defender in the rookie draft. That's what we're going to do. The player I wanted to take was Van Ez. Is that how you say his name? James Van Es. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll take a midfielder, because you can't have too many midfielders. They're the most important position in the game. We're going to take Noah Long, who's at 82 overall and is very available. So he is now on the team. And that is going to do it for this episode. If we get through the list lodgement, we are over the salary cap by 11%. I will try and fix it myself. Let's see where we are spending too much money. Okay, I've renegotiated the terms of Chase Jones's contract. I've reduced his contract by a fair bit this season, so that is taking us taking about $1 million off of his contract. Actually, it's only about 850k, but you know what I mean. So we only need to clear up another 650k, but I've really heavily back-ended his contract in the next 2 seasons. Hit the last 2 seasons of his contract, I should say. We now have another couple of contracts to renegotiate, one of which is Kane's contract. We should probably be looking to renegotiate this. Actually, do we give Keys an extension? Is that what we do? We might extend Keys and just take all of his money out of his contract in the first season. We'll do that. Okay, we've renegotiated Ben Keys' contract. We've given him a 2-year extension. We've reduced his salary cap budget down to $105,000 for this year. We've given him a 2029 and 2030 extension worth about just under $1 million a season. But I will be honest, I will be trading him next season, so to get that money off the books. So we'll be sending him to another team to make this happen. So that money I'm not really too worried about. And we've probably got one other deal that we need to look at. It might be Nick Dacos's deal, probably. I don't mind keeping him around because he is very good and he's very consistent. He doesn't really get injured too much. We just need to reduce his salary cap impact by just under $200,000. So that should work. If we just lower his first year by $200,000 and increase that last year by $200,000, that should be fine. How is that less? What if we give him another year? Will that matter too much? I have to up this now. He accepted an extra year and a little bit more money. So the last year is going to be $1,070,000 in 2034, where he'll be 31. So I'm very comfortable with that. And we are just $6,000 under the salary cap. So that should be perfect. It says we're paying, you know what, we'll just leave it to the management. It's 1%. I'm not that worried about it. Guernsey numbers, as always, I will do this myself. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. Leave a like and subscribe to the video and to the channel if you are new. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.